This is Roger Maloney for the Spotlight, and listening to this interesting perspective presented by Roland Martin about the Teddy Riley Babyface event.
All right,
Check it
peeps.
out.
You know what? I was sitting here. I was watching this video that was it was shot at Teddy's house, and it's showing all the cameras he has set up and things along those lines. And I get it. Everybody's sitting here lighting him up, putting him on blast because of the debacle with the audio. But I know what Teddy actually said this. He didn't like the limiting nature of Instagram, and he wanted to do something different, and he tried to do it. But the problem is with the app itself. You can't run a source into Instagram Live and then be able to talk back and forth. But I want y'all to think much bigger about this. I just want y'all to listen to me for a second. It didn't have to be on Instagram. What Teddy and Babyface were doing with this versus deal didn't have to be on Instagram. I just want to repeat what I just said. Didn't have to be on Instagram. Look at all of the promotion. Look at all of the video posts, the memes. Look at all of the things that were posted all over. So why did it have to be on Instagram? All of those people, the 400,000 people who logged on, they would have gone to YouTube. They would have gone to Teddy's website. They would have gone to Babyface's website. So all of that traffic, okay, let's just really, remember when Solange she dropped something on BlackPlanet? They would have gone to BlackPlanet. They would have gone, those 400,000 people would have gone to any platform that they sent us to. Yet what we did is we chose to go to a platform that limits the vision that you have. Now let me be real clear. I know that Timbaland and all the rest of them, they get it. But here's the thing. I need y'all to see. We cultural influencers, I need y'all to hear me out. We African Americans are the cultural influencers who are driving people to platforms that's limiting the ability creatively. And it's like this is all you can do. So I totally understand the simplicity of Timbaland hits the button, Swizz Beatz comes on, they talking back and forth, they got speakers, and then the music plays out. People are commenting back and forth. But you could do that on any platform. You could have streamed on Facebook Live and you could have commented. You could have streamed on Periscope and you could have commented. You could have streamed on YouTube. You could have streamed on their actual websites and totally avoided the restrictions of the platform. So here's the deal. And I get the people are here. So I would say to Timbaland and Swizz, you're getting no benefit from Instagram. I get it's for the culture. I get that. But I want us to think about this differently. I know the easy nature. See, I know. Here's the deal, y'all. Technically, I know because I have a TV. I have my show. In order for me to go live, I can bring you in. That all of our fans are notified on Instagram. Then we can watch it. But if you're not on Instagram, you got to go from another. You got to go from another place and come to Instagram to actually watch this battle. And so I know it's the whole ease of use. So I totally get that. But let's take Teddy Riley's position. What if I'm not worried about ease of use? What if I wanted to set up a control center? Again, I look at how we do Roland Martin Unfiltered. Okay, we have a system where anybody could hear the system. Face could have called in. Teddy's on. We can hear Teddy. We can hear Face. We can stream that signal out to any platform, any website. And in fact, check this out. They could have actually, using Ecamm Live, using any other app, they could have come in, sent the signal out, and it would have gone to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, any number of platforms, and their own individual website. I guess what I'm trying to get us to think about is how we better utilizing our cultural influencers to drive people to platforms that we own and control and can build up. I would argue to Timberland and Swizz Beatz, create your own platform, create your own website, and drive them there. Because all what this is doing is driving content and brand recognition to Instagram that doesn't have an ad revenue sharing platform with content creators. So essentially what is happening with Instagram is, Nick Cannon talked about this here. We are driving all of these people to a platform, and they're the ones who are making the money. They're the ones who are further building their platforms. Y'all totally get followers. I get that. I've got 474,000 or so on Instagram, 1 million on Facebook, almost 550,000 on Twitter, 450,000 subscribers on YouTube. And so I totally get that. But the point I'm making is, and this is the key. Your Swizz Beatz, your Timberland, your Babyface, your Teddy Riley. You've got Jermaine Dupri, you got Diddy, you've got all these people who are sharing and commenting, all of these cultural influencers. Why are we driving our people to a platform that we don't own, we don't control? So had Teddy and Babyface and Swizz Beatz and Timberland said, we're going to drive this thing to this other platform. Y'all, it works. You can do a third-party app. Like I said, we tried it. Ecamm Live, and Ecamm Live can drive using Lula TV, can stream to IG Live, but also stream to the other platforms as well. So it's even bigger. Or you just stream it to your own website and you get the views and you get the stats and you can leverage that financially. Y'all, that's an OTT platform. That could have been an OTT deal last night. That's on Roku, that's on Apple TV, that's on all these platforms, as opposed to being limited just to this phone and Instagram Live. Teddy's onto something, as if we're paying attention.